Hello all, welcome to session 39 of C#.NET training series. In this session, I am going to explain and practically demonstrate about for loop in C#. So let's get started. For loop is the simplest form of loops compared to other loops guys. For loop is the simplest form of loops which can be written in less number of lines. Okay, compared to other loops, for loop can be written in less number of lines. Let me compare the for loop with while loop. Okay, I'll write while loop here and I'll write for loop here. When I compare for loop with the while loop, okay, so which loop is the simplest? While loop is simple or for loop is simple? Simplest is for loop only. Okay, compared to while loop, for loop is the simplest. And which loop can be written in less number of lines? While loop or for loop? Again, for loop can be written in less number of lines. Let me practically demonstrate this for you. I'll switch to Visual Studio. As you can see here, we have a while loop, okay, which I have explained in one of the previous sessions. So here we have a separate line for declaration and initialization of the variable. And then we have a separate statement for condition expression. And then we have a separate statement for incrementation or decrementation here. Okay, three separate lines I have to write. But how can I simplify this? Okay, how many lines are there? One line, then we have two lines, then three, four, five, total six lines are there. But out of the six lines, I'll just simplify this and it will become more simple. Okay, this many number of lines I have to write, but with for loop, it will be more simple. So how to write the for loop? Let me start for loop here for, okay, for this part along with the semicolon, I'll take it here. I'll cut and paste it here. Okay, and this part, I'll take it to the this this section and put a semicolon. And here I'll take the last part here. That's it. Okay, and this statement I'll write inside the for loop. So simple it is. Okay, you don't have to write so many lines of code like while loop. In case of for loop is the simplest form of the loops compared to the other loops, and it will take less number of lines. You see how simple it looks and is it right? It is very simple. Okay, so this is what is a for loop guys. Here initialization and declaration happens at the same line. Condition also is written at the same line. Incrementation decrementation also has is done at the same line. Okay, that's what is a for loop case. Okay, compared to while loop, for loop is a simple one, simplest one, and it requires less number of lines of code, and it does the same thing. My name will be printed 10 times. Okay, just run this code. You see my name will be printed 10 times. Okay, my name got printed 10 times. How this for loop generally gets executed? First it will start the execution here guys. Okay, when you run this code, the execution will start from here where first declaration of the variable I will happen and initialization will happen. Then it will jump on the control will jump onto this condition where it will check I is 1, right? 1 less than or equal to 10, true or false? It's true. So we'll go inside the for loop. Then my name got printed for the first time. The first time iteration has happened and my name got printed for the first time. After that, control will go to this part, that is incrementation or decrementation part, where I plus plus will happen. I is actually 1. Now I will become 2 here. Again from here the control will jump onto this condition 2 less than or equal to 10, which is true again. Second time my name will be printed, then I plus plus again. I will become 3. Again condition will be verified. Condition is true. My name will be printed for third time. I will become 4, and this will keep on iterating until I becomes 11. 11 less than or equal to 10 will become false and will come out of the for loop. Okay. So when I run this code, my name will be printed 10 times. So this is how the for loop will work. Okay. What is the syntax of the for loop? Here is the syntax of the for loop guys. As you can see here, the same syntax that I have shown in the example for initialization section, condition section, and incrementation decrementation section, right? Initialization section, condition section, and the other one is incrementation or decrementation section. Okay, and we have the block of code inside the for loop. This is what is a for loop guys. Is there anything I have to explain as part of the for loop? I think I covered everything. Okay, so for loop is also a loop similar to other loops. For loop is also a type of loop, but it is the simplest form of loops compared to other loops. It is the simplest and which takes less number of lines of code, which have practically proved. When I converted while loop to the for loop, right, you have seen that how many lines, two to three lines got reduced, right? So in case of the conversion, okay, that's what is a for loop guys. And there is one more loop guys, that is a for each loop. Okay, I cannot explain for each loop right away, because in order for me to explain for each loop, I have to explain arrays and collections, which are not covered yet. The for each loop is the loop which is designed for this arrays and collections. So after covering this arrays and collections topic, I'm going to cover for each loop. Till now, for loop is enough. Okay. So guys, that's all for this session. In the next session, I'm going to cover another C#.NET topic for you. Till then, see you. Bye bye.